Good morning, first graders, and welcome to our English Language Arts story response for The Tortoise and the Hare. Right now, before I begin, I'd like you to find a piece of paper that looks like this inside of your teacher packet, the one with the pencil on the front of it, or your handwriting packet. Either way, any kind of paper that you can find in your packet that has a part for picture and also lines for writing. You can see that this is mine for my teacher packet because on the piece of paper you can still see on the other side our story map. If you can't find one of the papers from our packet, you can get another piece of paper too. And if you need to pause while you're finding that, go ahead, and then you'll be ready to move on. Today I'm reading a story to you. It's a read aloud story that is about a tortoise and a hare, and I wanted to share that vocabulary with you first. This is a picture of a tortoise. This is the word tortoise. Tortoise is a member of the turtle family who lives only on land. They can get very old. And this is a hare. A hare is a member of the rabbit family with long ears who lives alone or in pairs. So tortoise is a special kind of turtle, and a hare is a special kind of rabbit. Today, the story I'm going to read you, The Tortoise and the Hare, is a story where the tortoise and the hare are going to race. Who do you think will win between a tortoise and a hare? Well, that's what I want you to do first on your paper. Before I read this story, I would like you to make a prediction on your piece of paper about who you think will win. So I'd like you to write on your lines, I think the, and then you can either write tortoise or hare will win the race because, and then write your thinking. Why do you think that the tortoise or the hare will win? You can sound out the words as best as you can to explain your thinking. And, I'm going to go back. That's the picture from our story. But I want you to have a minute more to write your sentence before I read the story. So you'll write, I think the blank, the tortoise or the hare, you'll write whichever one you want, will win the race because. So make your prediction. You can pause this video now to give yourself some time to write what you think. And when you're ready, press play again. Okay, so you have made your prediction, and this is the picture for our story, The Tortoise and the Hare. It's a fable by Aesop. And scholars, I'm saying the picture because our Wonders English Language Arts today for this story gave us one picture to think about the story as you hear it, and there are many words. While I'm reading the story to you, I want you to visualize or make a picture in your mind of what's going on in the story. And if you want to, on your paper, so I'm going to show your picture again, on your paper in this picture part here, if you want to, you could even draw some pictures while you're listening to the story. But making a picture in your mind is called visualizing, and it's a good strategy to help you understand the stories that you read and listen to. This is the story of the tortoise and the hare, a fable by Aesop. A long time ago, there lived a tortoise and a hare. The tortoise was soft-spoken and shy, but the hare was loud and boastful. One day, the hare boasted to the other animals in the forest about how fast he could run. No one can run as fast as I can, he said. I challenge anyone here to a race. The tortoise answered, I will race you. All the other animals were amazed, for they knew that the tortoise moved so slowly. The hare, too, could hardly believe his ears. After he stopped laughing, he said, "But you are such a slow poke. I can beat you without even trying." "We will see," said the tortoise. The two decided to race the next morning. All the big and little animals of the forest were excited to watch the race. They all wanted the tortoise to win, but they didn't think he had a chance against the hare. The second the race started, the hare leaped forward and started running. He was soon out of sight. The hare laughed. "I told you I was faster than you," he called back to the tortoise. But the tortoise just plodded on, slowly and steadily. When the hare looked back, he could hardly see the tortoise. He felt so confident that he was going to win that he decided to take a little nap. After all, it was such a beautiful day, and the sun felt so nice and warm. So the hare stretched out and fell asleep. Meanwhile, the tortoise continued to walk slowly but surely along the road. In fact, he soon walked right past the sleeping hare. As the tortoise walked on, getting closer and closer to the finish line, all the forest animals cheered for him. Then, just as the tortoise was about to cross the line, the hare woke up. "This can't be happening," he shouted. "I am the fastest animal in the forest." The hare began to sprint toward the finish line, but it was too late for him to catch up, and so the tortoise slowly but surely won the race. The end. What did you think about that, scholars? Were you surprised by the ending, or did you know that would happen? Do you think that could happen in real life? Well, your next job is to finish your writing with the space on your paper. So before you wrote that you thought either the tortoise or the hare was going to win and why. And now at the bottom of your page, I want you to write a sentence that says and you'll either say the tortoise or the hare won. Now you know who won. And then you can react to that. Give a short reaction like hooray or wow or boo. How do you feel about that, the ending? And you can, if you haven't illustrated already while you were listening to the story, you can now illustrate, or you could add illustrations to respond to the story. When you are finished with your writing and your response, you can share this work in our discussion by taking a picture or by taking a video recording. Make sure if you video record that you show your work close up to the camera while you're talking. But I would love to see this work. And if you have a hard time with that, you could also have a grown-up email me a picture. But please turn this work in. I hope you enjoyed the story.